In college algebra, this first day back, we picked up right where we left off with possible rational zeros. So we have that formula at the top of the screen, and that's going to help us find those possible zeros. We have to look at the factors of the constant and factors of the lead. So for example, in number 1, the constant is 4, and the lead coefficient is -1. And if you don't see that -1, find the largest exponent and look at the number right in front of that variable. And there's really a 1 there and the negative. So find the largest exponent, and it's the number in front. So we're going to write down the factors of 4, the factors of that lead coefficient, and then off of that formula in the top right, we're going to divide the factors. So something you also have to consider is not only are 1, 2, and 4 factors of 4, but also also negative. So in front of each one, I'm going to write plus minus. I gave myself too much room. They're all spread out. So in other words, I can divide all 6 of these numbers into 4 evenly. Because if I divide, for example, by -1 into 4, I get -4. So you have to take into consideration those negatives. Factors of the lead, this one's very easy, only a positive -1. So now look up at the fraction I typed at the top of the screen, right here. I'm going to divide each factor of the constant by each factor of the lead. And in this one, I'm going to go 1 divided by 1, and I get 1. I'm going to go 2 divided by 1 and get 2. 4 divided by 1 and get 4. And make sure you throw that plus minus on the front. And if the question is, what are the possible zeros, you want all 6 of those numbers. All right. This one's pretty easy. Number 2, it gets a little harder because of that 15 right there. All right, let's give that a try. So on number 2, I want to write down factors of -2, pause it if you need to write down and catch up, and factors of the lead, 15. So -2 is pretty easy, positive -1, positive -2. 15, we could divide a 1 into that. I could divide a 3, a 5, and a 15. All right, hopefully that was easy. Now, off of that formula I had typed at the top of the page, I'm going to divide these numbers by these numbers. At first, I'm going to get nice numbers, and then I'm eventually going to get some fractions. So when I go 1 divided by 1, I get 1. When I go 2 divided by 1, I get 2. So I'm done with this one right here. Now when I go 1 divided by 3, I get 1/3. 2 divided by 3 is 2/3. Now we got to do the 5. So 1 divided by 5 is 1/5. And 2 divided by 5 is 2/5. Now let's do, whoops, why did I write a 1 there? That should be a 15, sorry. You're probably very confused. That should be a 15 right there. Maybe it just didn't register when I wrote it. Okay, so last one, I'm going to divide by 15, and I can get 1/15 and 2/15. And those are all the possible zeros of this problem. Where I see people mess up is they try and literally solve this thing, and there's really only 3 possible answers on number 2. But there are, looks like 16 possible zeros. So I need all of that if that's the question. In the next video on Thursday, we're going to look at how to solve an actual polynomial that is I shouldn't say impossible to factor, but just very difficult to factor. And we're going to approach it differently. So see you in the next video.